write this problem down. We're just going to go right for the heavy hitters, the big ones. Find the length and width of the rectangle with points. Here we go. 0, 4, 2, comma 2, -1, -1, and -3, 1. Okay, now that you know how to do all this square root gizmo gadget sort of stuff, this opens up a whole new world for you. Somebody can start singing that if they like. Or is that a brave new world? Which one is it? Okay, they are going to ask you not only to find the length and the width, but they're also going to ask you to find the area. But because you know that area equals the length times the width, once you find the length times the width, you just multiply it together to find the area. Wow, how about that? So here we go. What do you suppose is the first thing you're going to do?
Draw.
Wow, we're going to draw that. I want something in between. Why did it go so big? Is there not something smaller? Let's try this one more time, just because. Yeah, that's not so bad. I can move over here. So, here's what it looks like, and you will do this. You will use straight lines. You will put it on a piece of graph on your assignment that has squares on it. I would do it like this as well. I'm just that good at anything else. Somebody chuckle. Good. So, here we go. 0, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my 0, 4 dot, correct? Yes, that's correct. My 2, 2 dot. 1, 2, 1, 2. My -1, -1, -1, -1. And my -3, -3. Wait, that should be -1, I think, shouldn't it be? Let me look and see. No, I'm sorry, no, it should be -3, 1, my bad. 2, 3, 1, I was looking at the right. Okay, so here, ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, this is the rectangle that you get. Mine's a little off because mine, obviously, I'm not as good as I thought I was. You are asked to find 3 different things for this. You're asked to find the length, the width, and the area. The length, the width, and the area. Now, unfortunately, because you're older children, life doesn't work out easy. If you were in 5th grade or 4th grade, they always make the numbers work out nicely for you and everything comes up roses. Well, not so much anymore, because now that you know how to use square roots in the Pythagorean theorem, this is what it's going to look like. How long is this line from right here? How long is the width of that triangle, that rectangle? And you can't just guess. Well, it looks like it's 2, no. What's the only way, Danny Baumgarten, to find this? And you'll recognize this in a sec. He's doing it. What? Where's my right angle? That's it? Well, you've got a whole bunch of rectangles on your right angles on your graph, so you are going to make a triangle, and this will be your hypotenuse. Isn't that sweet? Here's my triangle. I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are both my lines here. How high is my triangle? What's this height? How many units? 1, 2, correct? So 2 squared plus, how wide is it from here to here? Another 2 squared equals c squared. And what is 4 plus 4? What's that? So If 8 is c squared, here's the question of the century. Cameron Colquitt, if c squared equals 8, what does c equal? Raise your hand if you think you know. We've talked about this gobs of times. Not recently, I don't remember, but we've talked about it much. Here, like this. If c squared were to equal 25, what does c equal? What number times itself? Huh? So if c squared equals 16, well, this time c squared equals 8. Elijah? Square root of 8. Thank you very much, yes. C equals the square root of 8. Is there a square root of 8? Not an exact one. Is a square root of 8 simplified? It is not. And this is where, see, this is where I can't change this. It's just, remember, what do I have to do to simplify this? You get the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. Remember, prime factorize it. 2 identical square roots of 2 give you a normal 2. I'm left with the square root of 2 that didn't cross off. So, guess what my width is? 2 square roots of 2. That is so fun and exciting, isn't it? So, I'm halfway home. I'm a third of the way home. What is my length? What color should I use here? Well, you need to do the same thing for this. Make a triangle out of it. Here's my triangle here. There's a bunch of different ways to make triangles out of it. Here's a triangle. You're going to have to use that good old Pythagorean theorem again. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. I don't know my hypotenuse. I don't know my c squared. How far is it from here to here? From there to there is somebody? Thank you, somebody. 3 squared. How high is my triangle? Say it again. 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. If 18 equals c squared, what does c equal, Brooklyn? Brooklyn, if c squared, look at, let me go back to this. If c squared equaled 8, c equaled the square root of 8. So if c squared equals 18, c equals, no, 9 times 9 is not 18. It's 81. Let me go ask again, Brooklyn. If, there you go. Thank you very much. C equals the square root of 18, which unfortunately also can be simplified into, James, shoot.
9 times root of 2.
Huh?
2 squared.
Huh? And this is, I guess, why we do this out. 18 breaks down to the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 2, does it not? 9 times 2 is 18. Which, Jaden, gives me what? These guys cross off and give you normal 3. So it's 3 square roots of 2. There's my length. 3 square roots of 2. So, here we go. I need a different color. Somebody give me a color.
What's orange?
Pink.
Black.
Pink.
Brown.
So, the length I got 3 square roots of 2. The width I got 2 square roots of 2. Now the question is, what's the area? How do you find area? You just multiply those together. And we've done this before. 3 square roots of 2 times 2 square roots of 2. When, and that's what actually today is about, when you multiply square roots together, you can multiply the regular numbers together. 3 times 2 is 6. And the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is square root of 4, which is 2. 2 identical square roots together multiply to give you the normal number. So now I have a normal 6 that I got from here times a normal 2 that I got from there, and guess what the area of that is? 12. Exact. units. So, now, let us review and recapitulate here. What do you suppose is going to happen on tomorrow or in future assignments when they give you a problem like that and all you have is a number written down? Somebody's gonna pay the price. In other words, first of all, do it out and make it, look how smart you look when you do that. All those numbers out there, you look like Einstein in front of his chalkboard with all those calculations and numbers and figures out. This is what I need to see if they give you a problem like that that tells you to find all this stuff. It's not that hard, but it takes a big square piece of paper, okay, and it takes some figuring, and you need to just keep yourself organized. But the gist was multiplying square roots together, what do you get? For example, another one, what is the square root of 2 times the square root of 14? Well, if it helps, you can multiply that together. What is 2 times 14? Okay, it's the square root of 28, but is the square root of 28 simplified? No. You're going to have to break it down into prime factors, which is what? 4 times square root of 4 times the square root of 7, which is square root of 2 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 7. And then what would that simplify to? 2 square roots of 7. Now, if you can think like this, ladies and gentlemen, there's really no point in multiplying them just to break them apart again. In other words, you could have started right here. Here's already your square root of 2 and then just broken that into the other square root of 2 times the square root of 7. Look at it, look at it right way up there. Let me throw another one at you. How about this one? What is 3 times the square root of 5 times the square root of 5? What would you get for that answer? 3 times the square root of 5 times the square root of 5. Lady Kavard. It is 15. Because 2 square roots of 5 give you a normal 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Really, this is about as uncomplicated as we have to possibly do. One more. 5 times the square root of 5 times the square root of 3 times 2 times the square root of 3. 5 times the square root of 3 times 2 times the square root of 3. We'll let everybody get an answer. Now we're going to test. We're going to check to see who's relatively confident they know what the answer is. Who's relatively unconfident. They lost it. Because they lost it. There's one over that trade us 3 points at the end of the game. Let us see here. Riley Harrington, what'd you come up with? 90. Anybody going with the 90 ball? Anybody else jumping on 90? You are? Jaden likes 90. Luke, you like 90?
I love it.
Luke loves 90. Somebody got a different answer. Brianna. 30. Anybody jumping on the 30 bandwagon? Oh. Let's see what happened here, Riley. Okay, you've got a normal 5 and a normal 2. That gives you a normal 10. And 2 square roots of 3 cross off and you get a normal 3. 3 times 10 is 30. And that's why it's probably good not to try to do a lot of this in your head because you just get confused as to what square roots broke out and aren't there.